As of this week, January 3rd, we put out a post on our socials like who was better, the class of 2022, the class of 2025, and
Let's talk about it.
I commented a picture. I'm gonna put it here. Um, Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. I feel like that's not a competition. I can't lie.
Hey, yo, it's the CE show. This is episode 6. We are here in Detroit again. We was in Detroit last time. No, we're in Detroit. It's our second episode we're doing it here. This episode is dropping the week of Seven Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Seven Indianapolis is the largest indoor 707 tournament in the world. We can talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it now. We're applying for a Guinness Book of World Record. Grand Park is in Westfield, Indiana. I was an intern there in college, and I worked my way through just, you know what I'm saying, so I could stay in the opportunity to be at a world-class facility, to have my players eventually being able to practice and playing there. So I worked that. We've been having a tournament since about 2018 on this same weekend. So now it's here. Last year we had 94 teams. Now we're up to 132 plus teams. Sunrise to sunset. Last game ending at 10:30. First game starting at 8. This event started with 3 teams. But before I go there, I got my co-host Drew in the building.
What's good, y'all? I'm Drew Evans, co-host of the Differential Vodcast and DC of the CE Stars 15U Indianapolis. And CE, I'm gonna stamp it right now. We the best 15U in the state. Stamped right now.
And that's how I need him to be. That's how I need him to think. I don't want him to think nothing less. But let me kind of tell you how we got here, right? Fast forward back, went to Michigan, 2017. We got the University of Michigan indoor fields. My team, 707, was practicing in there, right? We was practicing. We got going. Shout out to Team Guts. Team Guts is really who connected me with Battle and got that whole thing going on with Battle as far as, like, getting the opportunity. So since then, we got the opportunity, and we're in a tournament. We got one other team in our tournament. We divided our team into 2. Green team, the gold team and the black team. We played another team locally. I bought a trophy. We announced the actual champions, right? That was a marketing tactic for me because people want to win. Like Drew said in the last episode,
We want to win.
we want to win. Like that's just what you want to do. So winning attracts top players. Winning attracts sponsors. Winning attracts that. So once that started to grow and we started winning in Detroit, I'm talking about we was stomping on boys, like just stomping, like. We really didn't get any competition until we got to nationals and Pylon, and that's really what humbled us and really, you know what I'm saying, helped us keep pushing. But we got to a year, you fast forward to about 2022, we got 45 teams in the program. So in 707, it's about $500 to $1,000, depending on what tournament you get in to pay. I was like, yo, there's no way I can pay for it. I mean, there is a way I can, but there's got to be businessly entrepreneurially something I can do about this, right? So I said, you know what? If I got 40 teams, I'm going to create my own tournament circuit, and I'm going to put my 40 teams in, and if I get other programs to bring their teams, I mean, I got Evansville, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and Detroit teams in those areas, so you're getting kids from different areas and different walks of life all under the same program. So once we started that, it just started growing. Plus, interning at Grand Park was all a part of my chess moves as far as, I mean, it's the largest indoor facility with 3 turf fields under one roof in the world. If that's the case, if you go through all these other tournament platforms, there's no other tournament platforms that can fit more teams in. They can, but right? We're Indianapolis homegrown. That's what we do. That's how we do it. So yeah, we push it like that. Drew has been around this from either playing, media, different things like that. So I'm gonna let him go into his perspective of what he's seen over the past years.
So I'm gonna go through 3 times, 3 stores, 3 accounts. The first account, so one account is me playing. The second account is me working and being there. And the third account is gonna be me coaching, or how I'm feeling gonna be coaching. My first time ever coaching a team, you know. So the first time playing, our freshman year, you know, oh my gosh, this team was stacked. Just at the time, the big name guys that came out of that team was Corey Smith, Jayon Harvey, me. I mean, myself. We had ball players like all over the place from Central Indiana. Just come out and ball, and we were all playing. We didn't care. You know, that tournament we didn't even have jerseys yet. We was out there in like the. I'm gonna try to put a picture here. The CE star with the shirt, and I was rolling the sleeves with the, and like it was COVID, so everybody had a mask on and stuff. We looked terrible, but I'll tell you this: that we won it. You know, a good friend of mine, Tariq Oyasiji, at that time, he was playing safety. He was 200 pounds as a freshman playing safety. I don't know if you know, but that's not like really the proportions or the where you want to be at, right? You know, a few plays going, we're playing, you know, just a lot of great guys making plays like Thomas Gotkowski and Mason Reynolds, our two quarterbacks, two MAC quarterbacks. Throwing to Corey Smith and Noah Lean. Noah Lean's at Taylor University, starter. He just won Conference Player of the Year.
Dog,
you need
CPSL,
Deep.
dog. He was killing back in them days. At
So
Decatur.
and like just from that, like being in that little class of people that they really groomed through, like from us playing like 10U and us being in the Ben Davis gym when I had pink hair to us playing in CEPSL, us being in that like that system, those core group of guys, then going through high school, then freshman, sophomore year playing with those guys again, it was really like they really poured a lot into us, you know, and it really felt like a family I was in, you know, it's a family I was in, you know, my Drew Evans, CE, yeah, DEC, yeah. But it really felt like all these people around and like the support system we had around us was really all going towards our success. You know, those times, I would never, ever forget those times, getting on the bus and going to Tennessee and winning 2 championships, just getting on the bus and going. Like, we had the best, like, it was truly no competition. We was the best. Like, we was the best. I could talk about that forever. Yo, go ahead. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of give you a run of that story. So we got
This is Tennessee, correct?
yeah, we had a bus tour. We were gonna go to this tournament, and I feel like I had the best athletes that I could find throughout the Midwest on one bus. We're driving. I think our 14U stayed back to play in the battle tournament at the Coach Complex.
Yeah. And, oh, yeah. I remember
So
that.
we're driving to Tennessee. I think 12U, everybody but the 14U's driving. I got the Michigan team. I combined them. I think the Evansville were going. We just kind of did that. We drove to a tournament. As we were going, tournament gets canceled. We got two buses, like 2 charter buses. It gets canceled. So we put a plan together. I got real quiet. For anybody who remembers that time, I got real quiet on the bus, and I was like, bro, come on, bro. I got like 75 kids, 2 charter buses. We got this amount of hotels booked. So we pull up. So I'm just texting. I'm just going through every tournament to see what we could do. I got into this tournament last minute. I told my people, I said, hey, we gonna win this, and they gonna be mad because we just called them the day before. So we pulled back, we turned around. They didn't have 12U. That was the 26 class at the time.
Oh, man.
They were 12U, and they were playing 15U. So just to have it, like that's 7-on-7, man. When you get to take groups, and then we had the whole end zone with our tent. And
Had the
everybody, you know what I'm
music,
saying?
like-
We chilling out. We're all warming up together. There's 2 fields. Everybody's supporting each other. So when the 12U's playing 15U, everybody's there like supporting them. And the biggest thing I wanna call out there, for any kids playing up, any teams playing up, that's where you create the dog, right? Once they get pushed down and they start crying, you can't tell them it's okay. No, you got to get up and keep fighting
And punch back.
That's detrimental to a kid's success in the grand scheme of it, because at the end of the day, you got to be a pirate. If you want it, you got to take it, right? So that's what that showed. But at the end of the day, we go to 8 p.m. at night. Our 15U won, our 18U won. It was just a beautiful sight. It's that picture. I'll put it on here so y'all can see it. But that's when I felt like we were truly collectively evolving. I had Michigan. I had Coach Mario from Detroit, and I had the twins and Ant and Jeremiah and Wallace
C.E. Lafayette.
and CD. You know what I'm saying? I think we had the tight end receiver who came that time. I forgot his name, but he came and played with us, a smooth little piece. He scored a couple touchdowns. Tank Dillon, you can't forget them. You know what I'm saying?
They was the face.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
They pushing it. Mason, you know what I mean? Put where he need to put.
As of this week, January 3rd, we put out a post on our socials like, who was better, the class of 2022, the class of 2025? And
Let's talk about it.
And I commented a picture. I'm gonna put it here. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. I feel like that's That's not a competition. I can't lie.
Let's talk about just the critical matchups that we got to talk about.
All right, wait, hold on. Let me conclude with me coaching, then we'll
right.
get to that.
Absolutely.
So this coming, yeah, sorry, tangent. Tangent. Yeah, right. Something I'm looking forward to now is coaching. You know, coaching my baby cousin Brandon Jones. You know, he's a dog. He's a bucket. That boy can hoop. Like, he can play. Ethan, he went to Lawrence North. All these guys, like, we have nicknames on the teams. Like, we got a baby tweak, a big tweak. We got a lot of kids from Mills to be Made 7-on-7 through Coach Tyson, and he's over and he's helping us and running things, and it's like all coming together, and we look really, really good. Aiden Carpenter from Carmel, ballers. We ready, and we the best in the state. I'm ready to go showcase that, and you're gonna know we're the best in the state because you're gonna see me on the field, and you're gonna hear me, and you're gonna know I'm there.
I like that, Drew. He is it's first is the CE tournament. We got the CE Stars teams in. We're competing at the highest level, man. So every coach at every age group is gonna be like that, especially if, you know what I'm saying, if they got the talent and especially been together. That's the key. Let's go back to this debate of class of 2022 versus class of 2025 key matchups. Now let's just talk a handful of them. I'll just bring it up, right? So you're gonna have Kalen Carroll versus Davion Chandler.
Oh yeah,
lineup.
yeah.
That's a matchup, right? That's a healthy matchup, right?
Yeah.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Truly. And then, it's not even about where they're playing. I mean, 7-on-7 is all about chemistry, right? You got to think 2025, they've been together since 10U, technically, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? They've been together. So a lot of the guys, I mean, especially with the transfer portal killing everybody's, especially the 25 classes recruitment, there's still some ball players on these teams. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. I can't even explain the transfer portal.
So
man.
I feel like, oh yeah, tell me about it. I feel like where class of 25 gets their leg up is their versatility and their plug and play guys. Aiden Chase, you know, he's a cornerback. He went to Cathedral High School. He could play anywhere. He could play safety. He could play Mike. He could play receiver. Play the running back, all that. He could do all that. And I feel like just when addressing this, we gotta go back to the biggest reason quarterback play. You're gonna win is because your quarterback play. So we have to take into account the quarterback for the 2025 class and the quarterback for the quarterbacks for the 2022 class. Do you remember who the quarterbacks were?
Yeah, Mason Reynolds
And Taven Jackson.
It was the plug and player.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing with them was they were just crazy. Like, they get a guy like, yo, pull up, he's finna play. They pull up, he's the best player in the state. Whoa. That's where class of 2022 would take advantages. They got the best players in the state. To a point, chemistry means everything, and playing with each other, that's everything. But, he's a 6'5", committed to Oklahoma. Your corner's 5'8". I like my odds. No, absolutely. He's going to Oklahoma for a reason. And yeah, and my quarterback play as well.
The biggest thing you got to call out on the 25 team, I know we're kind of rolling on this. The secondary core guys at BD. That's right now. 22 was too. If you know what I'm saying, you got this, but you got the core guys. You got Jamari Hackett, you know what I'm saying? You got the core guys out there from Damon, you know what I'm saying? Those are the core pieces at BD, either at the time or about to be. You see what I'm saying? At wherever they was at, like, especially 14U, 15U. But at the end of the day, they play together and tackle in that. You know what I'm saying? So when they came out there, you know what I'm saying, they got the swag, they got the energy already based off that they already got. Then you plug the play in like the North Central had a smooth little nickel, you know what I'm saying? And then Aiden Chase is out there playing, he's in the mix. Now you just, you know what I mean? Then they had safeties, you know what I'm saying, going crazy. So, you know what I'm saying, that was kind of their identity. But as we move to the next thing, CE7, we're gonna talk them back and forth as in the 7-on-7 world, teams that we like, right? Just teams that we like to see, teams that we want to shout out before the tournament. This is coming out the week of the tournament. This week as you see it, I guess. But first thing I want to call out, Michigan Made. Shout out to Vince Agnew. Hey, they've gotten better and better and better and better. Now they're dominating, man. They're dominating. They're coming to tournaments, winning about 3 tournaments, 12U, 15U, 18, whatever it is. They're always coming out and winning. Another team I want to shout out, 12U Detroit, which is now 14U Detroit. 7th graders a little lower on the 14U, on the 14U side, but we got some. That team has been with us from the beginning. 6U starting all the way up. That team's gonna continue to dominate. If I gotta pay every dollar, I'm gonna put it on them, just because they've been here, they've been working, and they got some talent there. Who you got?
You know, as I say this, we're gonna kind of wrap this up here, and you know, just gonna go out on a strong note here. I'm gonna not call out, but throw some nice words to Indianapolis 15U.
Alrighty.
You know, absolutely. I'm doing that for a reason. You know, there were some bad boys out there. You know, we gonna make it shaking. Absolutely. We gonna make some noise. Look forward to that, you know.
One thing that I want to last mention, the CE show will be live at CE7, right? We'll be shooting it live. We'll be interviewing the 18U quarterbacks of all the CE Stars teams. There's 4 guys that we got. You get on here, get to hear their story. They'll be the first people in the CEO spotlight. A quarterback is the CEO of the team, you know what I'm saying, and got to manage and run it as we got to do it. CE7 is this week. Everybody's safe travels. Everybody that's coming in, it's going to be an event that you don't want to miss. Got my co-host, Drew.
So, like he said, today we talked a lot about CE7. Went into a deep dive of the 2025 class versus 2022 class. I think 22 wins. And we went over a few stories that I had about playing, being a part of it, and just coaching, period. And besides that, that's all we went over. Give a few shout outs. Best team in the state. But yeah, besides all that, do not forget to follow us on our socials, _CE_show. I'm Drew Evans.
I'm CE Easy.
Thank you.